welcome to Across Louisiana. My name is Steve Sawyer, your host for the show today. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. We really have a good show lined up with some important information we want to share. State Representative Bryan Adams is going to be here. Bryan is the president of the Terrytown Economic Development Association, and he's going to be talking about the upcoming Terrytown Festival, which you can be a part of. It sounds like a great event, and it's going to be at Oakwood Mall. Paige Marcinek. Paige is with Horseman's Relations for a Fairgrounds Race Course and Slots, and she's got some information that she's going to be sharing on an upcoming golf tournament at Lakewood that sounds like a lot of fun. Erica Washington is with us. Erica is the immediate past board chairman for Luke's House Clinic. We love having Luke's House Clinic on the show. It's just a wonderful organization, and they've got a big event coming up that she's going to share some information with. And finally, Matthew Person. Matthew is a board member and a CPA, but he is with the Kenner Business Association, and they have a business expo coming up in March that you can be a part of. We've got a great show lined up. Again, thank you so much for being with us. Steve Sawyer, we'll be right back. And welcome back to Across Louisiana. Thank you so much for being a part of the show today. Our first guest is State Representative Bryan Adams. And Bryan, you are the president of the Terrytown Economic Development Association. Say that 3 times fast without messing that up if you can. Tell us a little, we're going to talk about the festival that you got coming up, because it's a huge event that takes place in Terrytown. But as we were talking before the segment started, there's a lot of things that the association gets involved in that I'd like for you to share. So you were talking about donating bicycles and things like that.
Sure. This past December, we put together a bike giveaway event on the West Bank, myself, Senator Heitmeyer, and Councilman Template. And through TEDA, we call it TEDA because you're right, that is a tongue twister. So we were able to give away 900 plus bicycles to underprivileged kids on the West Bank who weren't getting anything for Christmas. Yeah. We reached out to all the faith-based organizations on the West Bank, Catholic churches, Baptist churches, and we told those ministers and those priests, tell us who in your congregation is really having hard times this Christmas, that we can make a kid happy and put a smile on somebody's face for Christmas.
Well, let me ask, so as far as the association goes, if I'm someone looking for help and assistance, can I reach out to the association as far as helping individuals and groups?
Absolutely.
And how would I go about doing that?
We reach out to all of the nonprofits within Terrytown and the close community, and if they want to come and have a food booth and raise some money for their organization or whatever that may be, we offer that to those groups.
Yeah, I got to tell you, civic associations are just such a strong group of people. As membership, are you looking for members, volunteers?
Absolutely, we take volunteers, as many as we can get.
And your website is your website for the association? It's not the festival website. It's
the association itself. TEDA doesn't have a website. Okay. We're like the parent group that hosts the festival.
Okay, so if I went to terrytownfestival.com, I would find information on TEDA and how to be a member if I want to be. Okay,
contact information and email.
Okay, let's talk about the Spring Festival. This is your 4th year to put this on. It's a wonderful event. It takes place at Oakwood Mall. Tell us a little bit about the lineup. You got a great band coming.
Yeah, we've got a great lineup. We've got Zebra playing on Friday night, which is a Jefferson Parish band that started back in the 80s here, and they've grown to be a national hit now. On Saturday, we've got Loverboy. We've got Loverboy playing, and for those out there, everybody's working for the weekend was their big hit. And then we're going to close out on Sunday with Cowboy Mouth. So we're really, really excited about the lineup this year and our potential.
And I was reading where you have a baby contest.
Yep, we have a baby pageant and a beauty contest, which is going to be held in the mall on Saturday, the day of the event. The mall works very closely with us on the event. And it's a hit. It's a hit with all the locals.
Now, the funds, do they go back into the association, and that enables you to buy the bicycles and things like that?
That's what we do. We put the money back into TEDA, which is the Economic Development Group, and we fund those events from there. We also put on the Night Out Against Crime in Terrytown. We fully fund that event. That's for residents of Terrytown. We usually have 400 or 500 people show up. We have a live band on stage and free food and drinks for everyone for Night Out Against Crime as well.
So for the festival, admission to get in?
$8 a day and then $20 for a weekend package.
Parking, plenty of places to park?
Plenty of places
to park. You don't really need a shuttle or anything like that?
No, I mean, Oakwood's got, 8,000 parking spaces. So
Mall's doing okay?
Mall's doing
I see great things about it.
Mall's going great. This is our first last year was our first move to Oakwood. We went from a 5,000 or 6,000 person event to 16,000 last year. And actually, the mall sales that weekend were up 12%.
That's
so
awesome.
the mall's excited about it.
Yeah, well, I would think for the mall standpoint, having people come out, because the mall's going to be open that
It's
day.
going to be
so
open.
People can come out
Yep.
and do things in the mall. Listen, Brian, I just love civic associations and what they do. Congratulations on all the successes you guys have. Best of luck with your spring festival, and we look forward to having you back to talk about the 5th annual spring festival. And from an association standpoint, don't hesitate to come on the show and tell us how the association is doing and all the wonderful things that you're doing. State Representative Bryan Adams, and you got the Spring Fest coming up. Stay with us. We've got more guests. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Across Louisiana. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. Very happy to have Paige Marcinek with us right now. Paige is with Horseman's Relations for a Fairgrounds Race Course and Slides. Paige, thanks so much for taking time to be a part of the show. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Hey, let's talk about a little bit before we get into. I know you've got a golf tournament coming up, but let's talk a little bit about the organization itself per se. Say like the mission of your organization. You know
Right.
what you're all about. Some successes possibly that you've had.
Right, so we're throwing our annual golf tournament to support our backside, which is our backside employees who are usually live in less than acceptable conditions. For the most part, they don't have health care or cars or anything. So in the past, we've rented a car to take them to go do groceries, go to the doctors, whatever they needed to do, which we do still have somebody helping us to do that. But this year, we're looking just to expand a little bit more and help promote or help make their lives a little bit easier for them.
Well, I know your website, and we'll put this on the screen, is fgno.com.
Yes.
If I go to the website, it'll tell me about the organization. If I need assistance, would it tell me how I could go about getting that assistance?
So we actually work with our chaplain on the backside who lives on the backside, and we usually go through him to get everything done. But you can go on our website, which is fgno.com, to get the application and to learn more about the golf event itself.
Okay, so let's talk about the golf tournament. Big golfer here, love golf tournaments. You've already got me interested. It's going to be at Lakewood, which is an incredible golf course. March 24th, I believe, is the date. So talk a little bit about the golf tournament and what some of the golfers will see when they come out to play.
Right, so our golf tournament is a great way to have the community get more involved in the thoroughbred business, a chance to meet some of the jockeys and owners, and anybody else is welcome to play. It's just a really fun event. We're going to have lots of different things set up on all the holes. So one hole, we have an absolute ripped lemonade stand. We have a Bloody Mary stand on another hole. Can't tell you everything because we have to leave some to the element of
I'm
surprise.
already curious about the absolute rip stand
Yes.
more than anything.
Yes, but we're going to have lots of fun stuff, a couple of different hole challenges. And
That's always fun.
yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. We have lots of prizes, door prizes, and challenge prizes, and goodie bags are excellent. So.
And let's hope and pray that by March 24th, the weather is nothing like it is now.
Trust me, I've been praying for that.
And it'll turn out to be nice. Lakewood's a wonderful golf course. And again, for information on the golf tournament, fgno.com. I'm probably going to get involved with this myself. Any reason to come out and support an organization and play golf
Yeah, that'd
is
be
always good.
fabulous.
I'd love to get with you and we can donate some Diddy Prize items and things like that. And I'm sure you'll probably have longest drive, closest to the hole, things of that nature.
Yes.
What's the cost for the golf tournament per team? Do you
So we have, per team, it's $450, and that's a foursome. And then we have
food and drink out during the day?
yes, it includes 18 holes, a cart, lunch, and a goodie bag. And we have another one, which is $500, and that's a whole sponsorship and signage.
Oh, okay.
So if a business or company wanted to get involved and have 4 people from their business come out and play, we'd also put up a sign along one of the holes just to represent their company. Okay. And then it's $125 for individual players. Okay. And then we have $150 for just signage if you don't play golf and you just wanted to help to support our event.
And the site's open so you can register now if you want
Yeah,
to.
absolutely. It'd be better to register early because we are getting lots of application already.
And I understand you as a professional golfer will be giving instructions.
Yes, exactly.
You told me earlier you don't know a thing about golf and you're heading up. It sounds like you're doing a great job not to know anything about golf.
I have lots of good resources behind me about the actual golf game itself,
okay,
but
good for you.
Everything else I think will be
Paige,
pretty
thank
good.
you so much for being on the show. Again, that website is fgno.com for all information. Definitely going to be a nice golf tournament coming up, and I love the way that you've got fun and excitement built in to the golf tournament as well. We've got a couple more guests. Stay with us. We'll be right back. welcome back to Across Louisiana. Thank you so much for being a part of the show today. Very happy to have our next guest, Miss Erica Washington. Erica is the immediate past board chairman for Luke's House Clinic. Erica, thank you so much for taking time to be on the show. Greatly appreciate it.
Thank you, Steve.
The clinic is just such a wonderful organization. Talk about the mission of the clinic and some success stories that you might have had.
Sure. So Luke's House has actually been around since 2007. In November, we'll make 8 years. Our mission is to serve the medically underinsured and uninsured. We're located in Central City, New Orleans, and we have 2 nights of service every week. We're hoping to open another 3rd night of clinic service.
Oh,
we treat medical and mental health needs. We have a psychiatrist on site, and our physicians actually come from LSU Medical Center, also Tulane Medical School, and Ochsner School of Medicine as well.
Wow. Let me ask you this. We're going to put your website up on the board. It's lukeshouseclinic.org.
Yes.
All the information on the website is about the clinic. If I need assistance, I mean, I can find information on that website of how to go about getting that assistance and so forth.
Exactly. It lists all of our medical services. We also have a prescription assistance program. We also have translators on site. Our Thursday night clinic is dedicated to the Spanish-speaking community. All are welcome, but just making sure that those people get the help they need as well.
Now, is this something that, with the limited nights that you have, do you run? I mean, is time a critical factor? I mean, can you make appointments or anything like that? Or?
Well, it's really a walk-in clinic. Our mental health services are by appointment only because we just have one psychiatrist on site.
Okay. All right, let's talk about the Brass Bash that's going to take place on March the 13th. That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yes, it is. This is our 4th annual event this year. We're going to have Red Wolf Brass Band, Panorama Brass Band, and Dirty Bourbon River Show. And our event host is Peter Raschuti of WWNO's Out to Lunch.
Yeah. Is there a cost for the?
Yes. So our general party is $35. Our patron party is $100. Our patron party includes an open bar. All of our catering is by Giacomo's and Krabby Jacks.
Oh, wow.
Our event is also going to feature a silent auction and a wine pull. And our after party is at the Hermes Bar in the Antoine's Restaurant.
God, you cannot go wrong there.
Right.
And all proceeds go back to benefit Luke's Clinic and everything?
Yes, and we've been fortunate to get great sponsorship support from Cox Communications, Valero, Wall Bullington and Cook, also Louisiana Lottery and Capital One.
Is the clinic, I mean, is it something that do y'all need volunteers? And I mean, if I'm looking to volunteer in the community, is Luke's Clinic an organization that?
Definitely. Even though we have medical services, non-medical people can volunteer as well. We really promote being a clinic with a heart. Non-medical people do small tasks such as passing around snacks, just talking with the clients as they come in, because, people that work, strenuous hours, they might actually have a lot of time to actually relax or maybe feel like their cares are actually of concern of everyone. So making sure that people are heard, actually giving that spiritual touch whenever we give our medical services is very important.
And I'm glad you mentioned that, because when I hear, like if an organization has the name clinic in it, you think, well, I am not a doctor, so I can't do anything else. So I'm glad you pointed that out. Erica, thank you so much for taking time to be on the show. Best of success to you and the team at Luke's Clinic. Brass Bash on March the 13th. That's something you definitely want to be a part of, and you can go to the website and get all the information. We have one more guest coming up. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Across Louisiana. Thank you so much for being a part of the show today. We hope you enjoyed it. Our final guest is Matthew Person. Matthew is a board member and CPA, and he is with Kenner Business Association. And Matthew, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
I don't think we've ever had anybody on from the Kenner Business Associations before, so I appreciate the fact that you guys are on the show. Tell us a little bit about the Kenner Business Association and what you guys do. Because honestly, when I hear Kenner Business Association, I think of something that'd be kind of like a Chamber of Commerce or a membership organization.
It is. Actually, the Kenner Business Association actually started 30 years ago, and most people don't know it. And actually, it started out as Kenner Professional Women's Association.
And after 15 years, they realized they can't just keep it women, so they redid it.
Be careful how you say that.
Allowed men in the organization, and recently we changed our name to the Kenner Business Association with the same website address of kennerbusinessassociation.com. It is a membership organization. We're not really using the money per se to run the organization. We're all a volunteer organization. I mean, the dues are very minimal, $120 a year.
Yeah, wow.
Most of that money actually is given back to charities that we support. So every year we're actually writing checks back to other charitable organizations that we support every year to give them.
So you don't
some
really,
money.
it doesn't really matter size of the company or number of employees or anything
It's
like
not,
that?
yes. Based whether you have 1 employee or 100 employees, our membership cost is the same for the company. So we're really looking to get as many members as we can. We're not trying to leave one out and charge one more if they're a large corporation.
With this is going to sound like a crazy question, but with the name Kenner Business Association, do you focus mainly in the city of Kenner, or do you?
Well, we're based out of Kenner, but no, we're not limiting ourselves to Kenner. Probably about 60% of our members are located in Kenner, but the other 40% are from Metairie and Greater New Orleans area. So we are based in Kenner, but we have events not only in Kenner but also in other areas in Elmwood and in Metairie as well.
And you've been around for 30 years.
30 years,
That's
and
incredible.
we're an organization that not many people know about. Unfortunately, we'd gone through periods of really great growth, and then they dropped back, and so we're on a really good growth spurt.
Yeah,
we have
that's
some
great.
large companies who are helping support us and sponsors who are really making this
congratulations
work.
on what you guys are doing. And let's talk a little bit about the Business Expo that's coming up on March the 19th. That sounds like an exciting way for businesses to get involved.
It
promote
is.
themselves.
It is. It's something that was done a long time ago before I was a part of the organization, but I wanted it something I spearheaded and decided let's do this. So it's something we're putting on March 19th at the Chateau Golf and Country Club on Chateau Boulevard. And it's an opportunity for local businesses, Kenner, Metairie business, doesn't matter what size, to come out and have a table to display their products or services at a very nominal cost. Once again, we're not looking to be this to be a fundraiser for us, but really an opportunity to give our businesses, our members and non-members, the opportunity to promote themselves. For $35, they have a table to display their products or services, and we're hoping to have about 50 people, businesses,
awesome.
Participate, and several hundred, people were going through there.
And again, you were going to be at Chateau Golf and Country Club.
Chateau Golf and Country Club.
One of the big ballrooms there.
The big ballroom where we're taking up the whole upstairs.
Food and drink available.
They will. Yeah, we actually have some sponsors, some nice corporate sponsors, and including Cox Business is going to be one of our sponsors. But we have sponsors who are helping defray the cost of that. There'll be an open bar as well. But there will be free food, free admission. So we're looking for the public to come out and support us. And
you said it's only $35 for
$35 for someone to have a table there. So it's
you're just covering the cost of the table.
We're basically covering the cost. Yeah, it's one of the things that we're trying to do for our membership to help our members, succeed. We're not looking to make money. This is really more to help our businesses.
Will you have information about the Business Association on site as well?
There is. We will also have our table for Kenner Business Association there, to people can learn more about us and find out more about what we do and how they can join our group.
Matthew, good luck. KennerBusinessAssociation.com for all the information on the Business Expo that'll take place on March the 19th. My name is Steve Sawyer. You've been watching Across Louisiana, and thank you so much for being a part of the show today. And as always, we'll see you next time.